Marisela. So I'm looking at what you sent me, and you've got great ideas. Your sentences look good. Um, your ideas are well developed. And let's see, do you have a works strategy? Yes. It doesn't quite look right. Let me show you. Actually, let me quickly just show you. Well, you're missing some elements. So let's talk about that. Okay, so I just want to kind of start from the beginning. There's a few things missing from what you sent me. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be in tune with the prompt. And see, this week 5 says start essay 2, so you know you'll find the prompt at the beginning. There it is, essay 2. Click here for the prompt. And you want to keep your eye on that. So required elements, engaging introduction, that includes a personal story, interesting fact, or famous quotation, etc. That's your hook. Then background information, which for this essay would be a summary of the TED Talk in your case, because you're responding to the TED Talk. And then you end that first paragraph with, a specific thesis statement that sums up your ideas, I guess you would say. And so I just want to kind of remind you that there's a certain structure that you should always follow when you write a college essay, and it's the one I just showed you in the prompt. The introduction has 3 parts: a hook, something to grab your reader's attention, background information. Sometimes, like for essay 2, I told you what to do, a summary of the TED Talk. And then the thesis, we got to that. We used the writing from the middle method, so we got to that in a kind of backwards way. So then when I look at what you wrote, I'm not seeing. I mean, it's a perfectly good sentence. It's general. This sentence is general, and it leads right into mention of the TED Talk. And then, so you kind of, yeah, I guess you could say that's a summary. If this is your hook, it's too general. It could be better. But this basically, yeah, this looks like a summary. It's not the summary that you wrote for, so let's just go back to the module. In that first week 5, where we started working on, sorry, I'm kind of getting a little bit, I have too many windows open, darn it. In that first week 5, when we started working on essay 2, so the culminating assignment for that week was a summary paragraph. So what you wrote here is not a summary paragraph, but that's okay. And then it looks like you do a quote sandwich. He talks about, I think, what he means. Yeah, you do a quote sandwich. And those were meant to be in the body paragraphs. So I think this is all your first quote sandwich. So what I think I see is a general hook, a short summary, and a quote sandwich, instead of what I would expect to see, which is a hook, some background information, summary, and then a thesis that sums up your points in the paragraph. I'm going to pause for just a second to sorry. All right, so let's go back to, I'm sorry, I'm really jumping around a lot. If this is too confusing, you just let me know, and I'll take another stab at it. Okay, so this is week 5 when we started essay 2. We culminated the week with that summary, and then in week 6, and it looks like you did the quote sandwich worksheet. It looks like you really did a good job at that. What's not in the module that we did in class, and maybe you missed it, is talking about topic sentences. All right, so everyone sort of filled out their boxes, assembled their paragraphs, but then there's a next step that I think you missed, and that is writing topic sentences, because every body paragraph needs to begin with with that one sentence, it's kind of like a mini thesis. It's a thesis for that paragraph that tells me what this paragraph is about. So let's just look at your first paragraph. I think this is your first paragraph. You need to indent always. It's super confusing for the reader if you don't indent. So I'm assuming that's an indent there. But what I see is you jumping right into a quote. So that's not what you're supposed to do. You need a topic sentence here. And the topic sentence, to get there, you just ask yourself, what is my main point in this paragraph? What's my main point in this paragraph? So let's see. You look, I'm not going to try to pause again, but you look, and I think it might be about, people being disappointed with what they have. So maybe your topic sentence is, when you're disappointed with what you have, it's very hard to achieve happiness. Maybe that's your topic sentence. All right, so let me go back to the prompt, which you should always be looking at. So 2 to 4 body paragraphs that are guided by topic sentences that elaborate on the ideas in the thesis, explain in a detailed way key concepts. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. What I wanted to actually go to was the quote sandwich paragraph, because the 4th box asks you to tell a story, make a personal connection, like tell a story. And I'm not seeing that in your paragraphs. It doesn't make them wrong, but they would be better with a personal connection, because good writing is specific. Personal stories should be told in a very specific way that's engaging, and I don't see that here. So I'm thinking this is the beginning of another paragraph. Again, you begin with that quote, but I don't see a topic sentence. So you need a topic sentence here. And also I don't see a personal connection in this paragraph. And then, do you have a conclusion? I'm not sure, because you haven't been indenting. Is this where your conclusion begins? I'm thinking maybe so. I don't know. I need to see where your paragraphs are beginning and ending. So what you've written is great. I would say it's like a low pass at this point because of those missing elements. So you're welcome to